All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Gooner Eagle Eye coming to you again with another episode of Eagle Eye, the transfer rumor show, where yours truly brings you the best transfer stories up and coming to you because I know you're going to be interested. Now, I'm going to go at a gallop because I ain't got a lot of time because, as you can see, I'm slowly trying to, excuse me for the beep, I'm slowly trying to get myself ready for work. So I'm going to do this real quick. I promised you guys an episode yesterday, and me going to a funeral shouldn't necessarily stop that. But on that subject, thank you for all the messages, the likes, the direct messages that I've had. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, let's get into this. First things first. Let's go with the transfer story that is Yannick Carrasco. So Yannick Carrasco is said to have agreed terms on a deal set to be worth about 180,000 a week to join Arsenal. We're in negotiations with the club, hence why we were allowed to speak to the player. The understanding is the player was just like, yeah, anything you offer, happy. So yeah, he's pretty flexible. He's ready to come. He's ready to join the club. There is a lot of negotiations and haggling at the moment. Arsenal, as per usual, nickel and diamond, only prepared to pay 22 million. The club themselves want at least 25 million. I'm considering there is only a very little difference there. You would hope that they'll find some sort of deal. I think many of us are of the kind of thought process now that although Yannick Carrasco wouldn't have necessarily been most of our first choice, he's better than Mkhitaryan, he's better than Iwobi, so bring him in. So let's see what happens here. But yeah, Yannick Carrasco has officially agreed to move. The only thing holding up the deal now, well, in theory, is the agreement, or sorry, the fee. Sorry, that's just going to keep happening. The fee. So yeah, Yannick Carrasco seems to be moving towards Arsenal. So let's see. Watch this space. Now, July 1st, you're probably sat there thinking, why is July 1st in your title? I'm not seeing anyone mention this, or to be fair, I don't watch many other transfer shows other than mine, at least, to be fair. But July 1st could be a significant date for Arsenal. The last time Arsenal were on the verge of a new sporting deal with Puma, they announced a number of signings, 5 signings, I believe. And I think that was ahead of the Puma deal. So I think Alexis Sanchez came on board. A lot of people essentially came on board. And that was in 2014. There were 5 signings, and it was and that happened after July the 1st. Obviously, we're now at the forefront of another new deal with Adidas. And the thought process is that Arsenal won't actually confirm a deal until July the 1st, because everything is PR. I know it's very frustrating to fans, but everything's about PR, you know. From a business standpoint, you get it, because nothing is better in theory than modeling a new signing in a brand new kit on July the 1st. I think most of us are of the thought process we're going to get a new kit. Anyway, I know I'm getting one, and I never buy football kits. The last one I had was that burgundy Sega one. But even I'm going to get this new one. This new one is, they all look good, but the red one is my favorite. So there is a thought process that we won't actually reveal anyone until July the 1st. So there's going to be a lot of frustration over the next couple of weeks. Like, why won't Arsenal announce anyone? Why won't they get the deal over the line? Don't be surprised if a deal is secretly done, but hasn't been announced. A good example could be that Carrasco deal, which seems to be, I mean, when I read the story, I thought, really? You guys, I mean, if anyone's going to haggle over 3 million quid, you best believe it's going to be Arsenal. But even I'm sat here thinking, I bet the deal is more or less done, and they're waiting to announce it on July the 1st. But that is the thought process. All right, let's talk about an exciting deal, which I ain't going to lie, I got real, oh, for fuck's sake, shut up. Fuck's sake. Sorry, let me just turn down these notifications. Getting on my damn nerves. Right. Let's talk about this deal, which I got excited about as soon as I read it. Set to be a replacement for Lauren Koscielny, the thought process is. And that is Espanyol star Mario Hermoso. Hermoso. Yeah, that's right. The journalist Alex Perez believes that Arsenal are looking to raid the 23-year-old to bolster the backline. This story has appeared in the Daily Express. And basically, they believe that Mario, as I'm going to call him, because apparently I cannot say his last name because I can't read names, apparently. They reckon that they're looking to buy him. The thought process has always been that Hermoso will cost at least 30 million plus. But if Arsenal are looking for a good, young, strong Van Dijk, not necessarily type, but effect on a team type of player, I know a lot of you in the chat room, whenever I do these transfer stories, videos, always point to Hermoso as being someone that we can jump on board and potentially buy. He's going to be expensive because he's very young. He's very integral to Espanyol. There was a thought process at Real Madrid a few times we're looking for him. In fact, when I was doing my Chidno's Best series, I can't remember if I put him on, but I know he was at least one of the 6 defenders that I was looking at, and then I eventually had to whittle it down to 5, purely on the basis that I didn't think we'd get him. I thought it was an unlikely signing, so I thought, why waste your time? But I tell you what, if there is even a little bit of a chance of getting him, please let's secure it, please. So yeah, that was a story that I saw today, which I was very, very happy about. Also, I saw the story yesterday about AC Milan wanting Lucas Torreira. I think that's just paper talk. Do you want me to be real? I think it's paper talk. They know that Arsenal fans are watching. They know that Arsenal fans want to put pressure on the club to try and secure some signings. And obviously, the idea that one of our best performers, and we had a few of them last season, one of our best performers could be walking out the door. I ain't gonna lie, I don't pay it too much of attention, and that's why I ain't even gonna raise it with you guys. But supposedly AC Milan want Lucas Torreira. Why Lucas Torreira would want to, as far as I'm concerned, take a step down. Yeah, I said it. Take a step down to AC Milan beats me. The last story I'm going to talk about, because this is going to be a real bite-sized episode, is that Arsenal have made contact with Roma over Lorenzo Pellegrini. Not that Pellegrini, the Pellegrini from Roma, 22-year-old midfielder. They're looking to pay £27 million in installments. Roma actually want to agree a new contract with Pellegrini for the simple reason that £27 million, aka 30 million euros, is actually his release clause. And they're looking to try and negotiate with him to take that out of his contract. So don't be surprised if you see some movements on this. Maybe Emre has seen an opportunity to get a player that they may be able to replace Ramsey with. And I'll tell you what, for me, he's better than... I've seen him a couple of times, and he is a lot better than Parat. I must say, I'm not excited by the Parat deal at all. And I suppose let me sign off on that note, and that is Parat and Anderson. I think I mentioned this in the episode before, but it's been confirmed now that the club are looking for £49 million. Sampdoria are looking for £49 million. Arsenal, in their typical cheap style, have bid 42 million. Now, in my view, I think both are average. I'll be real, but I at least think Anderson is the better player in his position than Parat is. I think there are better options out there. Yes, even for a Europa League team, I do think we could get better options. I'm not tremendously excited by these two, as you guys know, but we'll see what happens. But for me, I'm more excited by being linked with the likes of Pellegrini and Hermoso, the name I keep butchering, than Anderson and Peratt. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what your opinion is. Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, crush, destroy, please hit that like button for me. I appreciate it when you guys do that. I'm actually going to be back later today. Yep, later today. I'm actually going to be back to do another Eagle Eye. And I may just actually release one of these damn shopping vlogs that I keep promising to release. So please do stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. I see you guys subscribing. You guys are awesome. You've been crushing the likes lately. Thank you so much for that. Please continue to do that. It just helps get attention whenever I drop any episodes on this channel. So thank you guys. I'll be back later today. I noticed the sunlight just disappeared, which is why it just got darker recently. So it looks like I'm about to walk out into rain. Fabulous. All right. I'm out of here, people. Take care. Deuces.